More than 50% of the population in the United States have issues with attachment, and that means how it is that they form emotional bonds with other people. And this is so important because it impacts our relationships with our romantic partners, our friends, our colleagues, and of course, our relationship to ourselves and self-esteem. So my name is Bev. I created this channel to talk all things about attachment styles and how it impacts us throughout our life and our different life cycles. If this is something that is of interest to you, please give us a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends if you think it's worth sharing. Let's dive in.
Often is generally folks who are insecure. If they get into a loving relationship with someone who's secure, we do see that they move more towards secure as opposed to the other way around, but it can happen. So, I always say like attracts like, which means generally if people are secure, they're also looking for other people who are secure. So they're looking for people who are communicative, people who understand their own needs, who are not emotionally volatile. That's a huge telltale sign of someone who is secure or insecure. So, if you're a calm person and you've got, you're not really afraid to have difficult conversations, you understand who you are, you've got a good set of healthy coping behaviors. John, you tell me, are you likely to invite someone into your world who's addicted to some sort of substances, who's crying, who's laughing, who's all over the place?
Yeah,
It
no,
just,
not at all.
right?
No. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to repel you.
Right.
So this, the main thing between secure and insecure attachment is that in one subset, the child learns how to emotionally regulate. And in the other subset, they do not. And so again, it's a skill. It's like cooking, right? Like
Right.
some kids come out of a home and they learn how to cook. Some kids come out of a home and their father taught them how to fix, the car and do an oil change and fix the tires. And some kids didn't learn any of that stuff.
Right.
And so a lot of kids don't learn emotional regulation.
Mm.
Or they learn, if we bring socialization into the conversation and we talk about men, the way that we socialize men, I think it's getting a little bit better today, but years ago was very detrimental, I think, to the emotional development of men. Somehow we put out a message that emotions were weak. We put out, that the only emotions that were acceptable for men to display was anger and pride. But there are many, many, many emotions. So what do men do in today's world? For example, if they had a father who was very adamant that boys don't cry. So if that little boy started to cry and the father slapped him across the face and said, "I told you boys don't cry," I can tell you that child will never cry again, because he's petrified of his father. But that doesn't mean that he's not sad. It just means that he has repressed that and found other ways to express it, usually in the form of anger and usually in the form of some sort of numbing, addictive behavior, which could be substances. I mean, any drugs. It could be alcohol. It could be gambling. Pornography is huge. Definitely porn. It could be overeating. It could be over shopping. Anything that allows you to numb out that feeling because you don't know how to release it from your body. You were never
Mm.
taught.
Wow.